By our next guest,
Manny.
Puka Nacua, one of the finalists for Offensive Rookie of the Year, record setter, incredible, breaking a record that dated back to 1961.
Man. I mean, incredible. And fat and chubby. That's where I want to start. Fat and chubby.
What are you talking about?
What, that's
you going to insult the guy?
That's, that's what his name means. That was incredible. I just have learned this recently.
That's funny. Yeah, exactly.
So give everybody the back, because now everybody's like, wait, you're calling this guy fat and chubby?
Yep. My grandma gave me that nickname in Samoan, Puka. That's what Puka means, is fat and chubby. And as the little baby, I was the bodyguard for all the preschool kids and stuff like that. That's what I got named. I was walking around like a tank.
Oh my gosh! So you were the chubby kid, and then when did it all start to fall off, and you became Mr. Athlete guy?
Like my freshman year, I think I hit 6 foot just before like everybody else did, and I was like, oh, I'm kind of tall, and everybody's like, my head was a little bit bigger, and I was like,
you had to grow into your
thin.
head.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I had a similar thing actually. I had a big head too.
When did you know that you had a particular talent to catch things?
I don't think it was. Yeah, it was something I had to work on. Catching the ball was actually one of my least. I wasn't good at it
you
first.
Weren't
Yeah, I wasn't.
at it.
Yeah, it wasn't natural for me.
What'd you do to get better at it?
Playing basketball, catching tennis balls and the golf balls, like while we were doing training, just catching different sizes, because then it was like really trying to go watch it all the way in the hand. And then I realized I was like, man, I needed forearm grip and grip strength to be able to secure it, because I mean, not every ball is going to hit you as thick in the palm as you want it to. So being able to really clamp down as soon as you get it.
What's the hardest part of it? Is it looking it all the way in? Something else?
Yeah, looking it all the way in, because especially with Matthew Stafford out there, the ball spins perfectly every single time. So I'm like, oh, I know exactly what's going to be, and I'm turning my head, and then I missed
trying
it.
To look at
the ball's going
already.
7,000 miles per hour, and it hit me right in my middle of the chest, and I dropped it. I'm like, I'm so sorry, Matthew.
Well, you're on, talk about Stafford, because I think a lot of the public only here recently has realized how great his arm is and all the different sides. Like, were you blown away when you first saw Matt Stafford throw the ball in person?
The first time was like before OTAs. I got invited just to throw routes on air, and
right.
I don't think a single ball hit the ground unless a receiver had dropped it. He took that much pride in throwing the ball, and then every single ball was spinning like it was
perfect spiral.
A perfect spiral every single time.
Right.
A play action, a deep setup, a quick drop back, like every single one was just perfect as it could be. And I was like, wow, I think I could catch the ball really easy. It made it so nice.
Did your family enjoy all the play on words with your name this year, right? Because I feel like sometimes, when we first started, Hakuna Matata and all that stuff, you're like, I don't know, are we being disrespectful to this guy, or is this cool to do, right? I think we all kind of crossed into my brain.
It never stops you, though.
It doesn't stop, because then other people started to do it, and you're like, well, I guess it's okay.
Yeah,
right?
Everybody started tagging along. The Nacua Matata one, I think, was the one that my family jumped on. They were like, wow, we really like that one. We're going to go with that one.
Okay, good. So they weren't offended.
It encompasses everybody. That's why. Yeah.
Good.
We got a lot of important things to talk about, but one of the most important is something that you pointed out just before we got started. Can't hide money. There it is.
Look at that.
Look at that. Tell us about the chain.
Bling right there.
I just secured my first new chain. Shout out to Aaron Donald, the Mo Diamonds. Man, it was sweet. Aaron Donald is the GOAT, a leader on our team, and someone I got to hang out with, and it was a huge blessing to get this. And number 17, I don't think I can change the number now. He might.
No, you're stuck. You're stuck. Well, and Shohei Ohtani's wearing your jersey now. You're really stuck.
Yeah,
17 you have no
set.
choice. And that chain for Aaron Donald, that's the chain that hangs on his chain. That's not even anything for him.
Yeah, this might be his anklet, actually.
His anklet, right? All right, so, I do draft evals and all this stuff, right? Watched you at BYU. You're a 5th-round pick, right? I liked your tape and everything. What did I miss? What did we all miss, right? In your opinion, and off of that, did you change when you got to the NFL as far as shedding weight, getting faster, anything like that? But what did we all miss?
I guess it's something that doesn't get it's not lined up on the combine. I love the just passion. I think that's the number one thing. I try to make sure that you can try to see it through the tape. But, yeah, I guess nothing. I didn't change. I actually got heavier from the combine to going into the Rams.
So you put some weight on.
I put some weight on.
Right.
I didn't realize how involved I would be in the run game, and then trying to run through some of these guys who are a lot bigger. Fred Warner as another BYU guy. That guy's not easy to get hit by.
I hear you. I hear you there. All right. So you just feel like it was one of those where people didn't I think I undervalued your size in general. I don't know if I really realized you were this big, and then. Your speed is, I think, what shocked all of us.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I knew you're route running and you were fearless over the middle, but I didn't see a ton of like BYU. I catch the ball and go 70 yards up the middle.
Yeah, 100%.
And this year you're doing it like it's nothing, almost weekly.
Yeah, I guess being super competitive. I grew up with a lot of brothers, and then just being in that facility, I think of all the guys I got to go against just in our Rams camp and stuff like that, and how much that understanding the offense and like where's the ability I can really run full speed. Right. In the game of football, every route I run is not at 100%.
Yeah,
I'm not running full speed. So finding that the controlled balance and speed to really allow I think my acceleration to take off.
Yeah, how did your body feel when the season finally ended? Because we saw you play through a lot. There was one game where you're walking off like this, and you came back and played later in the game. We were amazed by that. How do you feel when you get to the end of the season?
Like I aged 25 years. Exactly. It's been a really long year, and then those 18 weeks just really lasted a long time. But it was nice to lay down on my bed and just be like, not wake up at 6 in the morning and be like, all right, I got to go hit the cold tub and the ice tub to start the body going. So I laid down flat, got all the extra pillows stuffed up between my shoulders and stuff. I was like, I'm going to sleep in today.
Yeah, good for you. Good for you. All right, so, I always know there's that transition. Like, I don't even know if you know, but I played quarterback in the NFL too and grew up around it. But, like, receiver going from college to the NFL, there's a big adjustment. And, of course, there's more plays, and you're lined up in different areas. And, of course, like you said, the talent. You had Kupp there, right, who's the ultimate professional. Give us some, like, tricks he gave you when you got to the NFL. You go, oh, man, I never did that, or kind of showed you the way.
His ability to make everything fearless. As a receiver, everything wants to be a go ball, but then, and especially in our offense, just his option, he works on a triple stick of going left, right, left, or right, left, right, and just depending on which way it goes. And that was kind of like the base that he was like, hey, this is kind of where I start, and everything goes from there. So this is where I know I can do this move in my release at the top of the route for this route, and just that now it's like, okay, now how do I marry every single route together with
so boom, 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 go route, boom, 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 slant route, and he just
boom, 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 out route now. Boom, 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 in route, and then especially like in our option routes and stuff like that, and it just made everything like, oh, I can. My foundation allowed everything to kind of take off, and then as the week goes on, Coach McVay and Matthew Stafford, they're just dialing up the best stuff they could. So then it's like, okay, now it's like, what do you want to do, Puka? What do you excel at? So then it was so fun.
Yeah, that's
you got
amazing.
A great way about you, and I noticed it when we talked on the phone after that Colts game. We were talking earlier. It felt like forever ago. What makes you mad? I get the impression you never get mad.
I haven't seen you mad yet either. You're right.
My losing. My brothers for sure know how to press every single button I got. My older brothers, that's one thing that they excel at.
So, like after the Lions playoff game, instead of getting consolation from them, they started looking for ways to give you a little business here or there?
Yeah, 100%. Whenever there's a bad play or something that they thought was only like semi-good, they make sure to find a way to like, hey, I could have done that better. You remember when I did this like that?
So wait, how many brothers you have?
I have 5 brothers.
And where do you fit?
I'm the second youngest. I have 1 younger brother.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, you went through hell.
Yeah, exactly.
And still go through hell.
My little brother, he's going through it.
All right, so I know you're going to be here for Pepsi, and we want to hear your pitch here in a minute because, I mean, you're rookie of the year, all that type of stuff. We'll see how you are as a salesman.
Yeah, you can't get a second chain if you don't know how to pitch Pepsi.
Yeah, you got to please Pepsi. But I do want to ask you, like, your moment this year in the NFL. One guy. Give me one guy, either that you played against or like on the defensive side or even on another team's offense that you were just like, holy crap, I can't get over. I didn't know that guy was that good.
Or that made you say
big,
wow.
Or just made you say wow in general.
Demarcus Lawrence was the DN for
the Cowboys.
Yep, the Cowboys. We do a lot of crack toss stuff, and I was involved in the run game.
He's big.
Oh my
right?
gosh, the coach
his shoulders are like.
Coach is like, yeah, you can go out there and get that one block done. And I'm like, yeah, coach. And then we glide up, and I'm like, why did he grow 7 more inches? What the heck? And then I went to go hit the block, and it's like in slow motion. I can remember so vivid. He grabbed both my wrists, like left hand, right hand, grabbed both my wrists, and threw me like a rag doll 5 yards.
Control.
And then it was a 6-yard loss, and I just remember like, coach is gonna kill me. That was not how that play was supposed to get drawn up. So
That's good.
I saw him at the Pro Bowl. I had to let him know because I was like, I don't know if you remember, that's probably an everyday play for you, but I was like, I pride myself in blocking. You threw me like I was a little kid.
Right.
What did he say?
He was like, oh yeah, I don't really remember that. I was like, oh man, that makes me feel worse. He had a 6-yard tackle.
Wasn't even a special moment for him.
Exactly right.
Give us your Pepsi pitch. Now it's time. Go.
Pepsi pitch. I love my wild cherry over here, but also it's your boy Puka Nacua over here, and I'm excited. I love C.J. Stroud, but also I think a wide receiver. It's the new era of catching the ball and being able to score touchdowns. I don't know if C.J. I don't know how good I could do that dance, but I think I could drink some Pepsi drinks and show love to a lot of the fans. So thank you.
And you and C.J. are up
Good
for
job.
the Pepsi Zero Sugar NFL Rookie of the Year.
Yes, sir.
When do they announce that? Is it today? Tomorrow? It's coming up, isn't it?
I don't know, but it's going to be Puka Nacua, so it doesn't
Okay,
matter when
well,
they
it doesn't
announce
matter when, right? Just send me the trophy.
it. Exactly.
All right, so you could do the cherry Pepsi and all that. I'm a classic guy, right? I love Pepsi. Right? I'm a Pepsi product guy. I'm not even saying that because they're here.
I'm the cherry for
Just
sure.
don't show them what. Never mind.
I'm a Mountain Dew guy. I like all of that.
Yeah. Code Red goes crazy.
You're the man.
All right, hey, Puka, congratulations so much. It's great to finally meet you, and we've been watching you all year long. We look forward to seeing what you become. We're very proud of you, even though we're not related to you and we don't know you. We just feel like we're on your side 100%. It's been great to talk to you, and we wish you all the best.
Way to go, fat and chubby.
Yes, sir.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.